G'day everyone and welcome to another video. In this video we leave Bendleby Ranges and we start to make our way towards Broken Hill. But on our way there we do a couple of free camps, and the first one is in Dawson Gorge. Quite nice there, down in the trees there, sheltered out of the wind. And then the second one is in Bindara Creek, privately owned but quite nice alongside the creek there. And then of course we arrive in Broken Hill. While we're in Broken Hill we go out to Silverton, and Silverton is very pretty. Have a look at the Mundi bash area just up the side of Silverton while we're out there. And then when we're back in Broken Hill, we have a look at what is claimed to be the world's largest acrylic painting. It's 100 metres long, and that's almost a wow fact of it. So much to see in Broken Hill. I'm Mick, and this is Sally. Together we've been caravanning Australia since the 1980s. And more recently we started to put the videos together just to show you some of what we see out there. There's a lot to see in Australia, and we hope you enjoy what we have here to show you. You can follow us on our trips via the following social media platforms. Now leaving the Bendleby Ranges after enjoying some great time there, we're now making our way towards Broken Hill, and tonight's camp is going to be a free camp just short of Oodlawirra. With nearly 100 kilometres to drive for the day, most of it, all apart from nearly 10 kilometres, was going to be on the dirt road. And after that short 10 kilometre run on the bitumen, it was back onto the dirt again. We were very lucky here. If you ever look out on the right hand side, we've got some kangaroos coming in. Had that fence not been there that they run into, they would have been in the front of the car for sure. Normally they'd go straight through a fence, but this time for some reason the fence did stop them. As we make our way up to the top here, if you look to the right once again, you'll see a road that'll take you up to a lookout, and that's the Black Rock Lookout. And up there on a beautiful nice green day, as you view the Black Rock Plains, it would be very, very pretty. We have arrived at tonight's camp, and this one's called the Dawson Gorge Bush Camp. And flies are fairly friendly, bit of wind about, but these trees are keeping us well and truly protected from the wind, so very good. Here for one night, off again in the morning. So much dust on the car and the caravan, it just illustrates how dusty the road was that took us to this campsite here. With the wind blowing like it was today, it was quite good where we were. The trees were high enough that the wind was just skipping across the top of the trees, and the trees were a great windbreak for the caravan. It isn't a very big parking bay, this one. 3 or 4 caravans would quite easily fit in. You would have to be selective where you did park though, because the first van in, if he was the first one out in the morning, would quite easily get blocked in there and not be able to exit the parking area. All in all, this parking area or rest area, call it what you like, quite scenic with the creek that runs down the side, and wouldn't that be a beautiful view if you were there when the water was running down the creek. After a great night's sleep, it was time to get back on the road, and as we continued to make our way towards Broken Hill, we came to a parking bay that was just short of the border, and it was there for another single night stop. With only a short distance to travel on the dirt today, we're now heading towards Yunta, and it was there that we're going to refuel with diesel and top the caravan up with water. We actually drove past this to get diesel, and after we filled up with diesel we did a U-turn and came back to this water filling station. There's one that's put on by SA Water as a community service, and it's free of charge and it needs to be looked after, but what a great facility for caravanners and alike. The beauty of bottom fill system that I put onto the caravan, no water wastage at all and no leakage down onto the ground. After we'd finished refuelling the caravan, we made our way on towards Broken Hill, and it was here at the Bindara campground that we made our way across the creek and pulled into the campground for the night. Oh, we've left the Dawson Creek campsite this morning and we're now at Bindara rest area. It's on private property actually, but it's quite nice here, listed on Wiki Camps. Here for one night and then we go into Broken Hill tomorrow. We were the first ones into the campsite for this evening and no one else around, but by the time that nightfall did come, there were two other campers that were joining us. There are no facilities at this campground, so like most of them you need to be self-contained, and beautiful creek here as we walk down into it. Something that you wouldn't want to come down and spend a night in this campground should there be rain forecast, because if that creek did come down there's no way that you would get out. As we look at the ground here, it appears as though there has been recent rain, but when I scratched it with my foot it was dry and powdery, so it's only the colour of the soil that's retained like that from some recent rain that they must have had in the past. There was no carpets of wildflowers out while we were there on this trip, but we did see little ones like these, little paper daisies, very pretty down in the sand. We had a cheeky goanna try and come past us. He very timid and did not like me coming up to him at all. Being private property, it is a working station, so of course even cattle will come through the creek at some stage, and they didn't worry us, we didn't worry them, and they were soon on their way. If you look at the top of the screen there now, you can see the grey bitumen road, so it's quite a ways off the road, and you can hear the noise going down the road, and the traffic noise died off at night. We did hear a couple of trains go past, and here's one going past now, during the day only. Whether they go through at night or not I don't know, but they didn't wake us up should there have been one during the night. We had no cloud in the evening sky to give us that beautiful sunset, but even without the cloud, it was still nice to look at. We'd just under 80 kilometres to take us to Broken Hill for the day. We were in no rush to get going this morning. We were the first to the campsite when we arrived last night, and we were the last one to leave this morning. Once on the road, it was only a very short drive to Coburn, and it was there that we're going to cross the South Australian New South Wales border, so we had to pull up for the iconic photo shoot. Well, we've set up here at the racecourse at Broken Hill, and we're here for 3 nights, and that allows us to do some washing and do a little bit of exploring before we move on out towards Menini Lakes. Some of that washing did include doing the car. It was very dusty, as seen when we were at the Dawson Gorge, but it was good to get it clean, so when you went past the car or got into the car, you weren't walking away with dirt all over your clothes. After completing the car wash, it was off to the living desert, and it was there that we were going to have a look at the Broken Hill sculptures. One thing we did see on this trip, and there was plenty of emus out and about on the road. The road that takes you from Broken Hill out to the sculptures is a sealed bitumen road all the way, so any vehicle is suitable to be used to go out there. There is an entry fee to go in and have a look at the sculptures here, and the price list is shown here on the board, and that will show each individual price or family tickets, or whichever way that suits you. There are 2 ways of getting to the sculptures. Once you leave the pay station, you can either go the way that we're going, and that will take you up past the campground and then into the car park, and from there you walk straight up to the sculptures. The other option is to go the other way, and that will take you to a lower car park, and then you've got to trek uphill. We didn't do it, so I can't really explain how that one climbs up and how steep it is, but I don't believe it's very steep. But if you're like us and want to go to the car park at the sculptures, there is one available. Each sculpture here at the park has its own information board, as we're looking at here, and that will give you some brief description of the person that did the sculpture, as well as what the sculpture actually means. With the sculptures being located up on a rise, it gives you some very great long distance views as you look out over the dry plains. Once we arrived back at Broken Hill, it was off to have a look at the Line of Load Miners Memorial site. As we made our way towards the Line of Load Memorial, the first one that we came to was the Line of Load Cafe and Restaurant, and it's here that you can get some great views as you look across the city of Broken Hill. The Line of Load Memorial is dedicated to more than 800 miners that have fallen in mining operations in Broken Hill since 1883. On the city side of the memorial, once again, you've got a lookout that offers very panoramic views as you look over the city of Broken Hill. Once back in the cafe restaurant, we enjoyed a nice Davinci tea. We were very happy with the location of the racecourse where we were staying. We had green lawns, power, water, all at that cost of $40 per night. During our stay in Broken Hill, we took a drive out to Silverton, and it's only a short distance the other side of Silverton is where they hold the Monday Bash. When we reached Silverton, we thought we may as well go on further and have a look at the Monday Bash ground, And as we were going out, about halfway between Silverton and the Bash Ground is a Monday lookout. And look at the sign here. This is as you're going out, and this is what you see when you come back. So come on guys, if you're going to put stickers on everything, don't deface it so you can't read the sign. The lookout allows you to look out over the Monday plain, and after we continued on from here, the Monday Bash Ground is actually in behind a fence, so we didn't record anything and simply just returned back to Silverton. The historic town of Silverton was established in the 1880s during a silver rush, and it finished up with a population in the thousands, but now has a small population of approximately 50 people. With art galleries and displays on offer here, the two well-known things as far as Silverton's known for, and that's the Silverton Hotel as seen here, and then there's the Mad Max 2 Museum. It looks like we've got a couple of locals here trying to shelter in the shade, and of course, what do these things do other than stand around and scratch themselves all day? We had planned on having lunch at the local bakery here. We had heard good reports of it, and unfortunately for us, it was closed today. It was we were out there on a Tuesday, and when we read the sign here, it's open from Wednesday to Sunday, so we timed that very poorly. As well as the bakery being closed, even this art gallery here was closed. I'm not sure what days he's open, but it just seemed it was most things that we wanted to go in and look at on this particular day were closed. At the top of the town, you'll find the Mad Max Museum, but like the bakery and the art gallery, this was also closed. The Silver City Art Centre and Silver City Mint is an amazing world-class draw card for Broken Hill. It is here that you'll see what is claimed to be the world's largest acrylic painting on canvas, and it's called the Big Picture, and it's 100 metres long and over 12 metres high. The painting, which took over 2 years to complete, features natural and man-made landmarks within a 300 kilometre radius of the city of Broken Hill. The area on the ground, situated between the canvas painting and the platform viewing area that we're standing on to view this magnificent painting, is all man-made, and it adds to the realistic vision that you get as you look across to the painting. For both of us and to the people that we spoke to whilst we were looking at this painting, it gave us all the wow factor, and it's something that you've just got to come and see to be able to appreciate. Very hard to show it on camera, but it certainly has that wow factor. Well, that is the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you, something mainly travelling, but never mind. And from here we go out to Bendleby Lakes, and quite a few nights out there, so it should be good. So until that video goes up, you take care and look after yourself.